so we're going to talk about Dark Blood Academy, Book 1, Half-Blood by G.K. DeRosa. Luna is basically the most interesting character I have read about. The way that DeRosa builds her up and explains her story is refreshing, suspenseful, but yet it's exciting. And then the world that she's created around the Dark Blood Academy, phenomenal. If you're a type of person who loves forbidden love, supernatural action, and just keeping you on your seat with each book, this is the book for you. Like I said, the series revolves around Luna trying, without to give spoilers, she's being put into this academy right after her senior year of high school. It's kind of structured as college per se. Students here aren't meant to really stay here for a long time. After like 2-3 years, you're kind of booted out to go do something else to help the supernatural world. It has supernatural creatures like witches, shifters, demons, angels, things like that. Luna finds out about this world shortly after meeting her half-sister. Her half-sister explains to her, hey, you're not just human. Guess what? You're actually supernatural. I'm not going to tell you what she is. Nice try. But she basically comes to her and says, hey, this is what you are. Because of this is what you are, you cannot stay in this world. You have to come to this academy and learn and understand who you are. Now, there are like 3 rules at this academy. 1, do not talk or even look at the 7. They are the most powerful supernaturals in the whole academy. So they're like, you know, those people. The people who are like super popular, super powerful. Don't mess with them. You can never go into this specifically supernatural forest because forbidden creatures basically live there and will eat you. And then 3rd, which is not really a supernatural rule, it's more of like a rule that everybody knows. Don't fall in love with the teachers. College, high school, whatever you want to say, that's the rule. Don't fall in love with your teachers and instructors. Well, in this book, they toy with that line of Luna basically being interested in a certain instructor. I'm not going to tell you which one. You have to pick up the book to see. But that's what it goes through. Just this book alone, it's basically Luna finding herself, figuring out what's going on with her, why, why certain things in her life occurred. The way that Luna is depicted and described throughout the series, I think is one that can like honestly relate to a lot of people, because in the beginning she is described as what anybody would be: confused, lost, and just mind blown that this world exists, and she knew, but she didn't know that she was a part of the world, if it makes sense. Because in this day and age in Dark Blood, they're in America. Basically, supernaturals and vampires and all that just basically popped out the box. And it's kind of like that group of people you're interested in, but it's kind of scary yet interesting. Because, especially when you don't know you're part of it. Like, just to try to give an example, it's like basically you finding out, oh my goodness, vampires live down the street. I would love to meet one, but then once you realize you're one, it's scary. When you want to go meet them, it was exciting, but once you become one, it's scary, if that makes sense. So basically that's what Luna's going through. She went from basically fandom and interested and wow, I just want to be learning and obsessed with them, to whoa, I'm one of them. Whoa. That's basically to sum it up. But It's a 4-book series. They're not that long. Like I said, I finish each book within a day, and that's with me going to work 7 to 8 hours a day, and then coming home, dinner, and so forth. But like I said, Half-Blood is the first one. Kind of slow, but it picks up towards the middle, and then it keeps speeding up until the end. So, like I always say, the beginning of the book for me is always that let's build up the story, let's build up the characters, let's get everybody interested, and then bam, 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 it keeps going. So yeah, the first book is Half-Blood, and then the second book is Supernatural Slayer Squad. I can't really tell you about this one, because if I tell you about the second book, it's gonna definitely spoil the first book. But the second one is this one in the series. I tend to read a lot of series books. Why? I don't know. I feel like it just keeps the world you're interested in going to a certain point until you've had your closure. The third book is Demons. And then the fourth book is Prophecies. Now, as you can see just by the covers alone, which I honestly don't know who did her covers. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't research illustrators and all that. But you can see Luna grow. Like in the first book's cover, you can obviously see that she's kind of timid, kind of uncertain what's going on. And then, as you can see in the second one, she's starting to gain some confidence with her weapon and her magic becoming more in bloom. And then by the third, as you can see, girl is a force to be reckoned with. So by the fourth book, which is the finale, you can see she's no longer timid, she's no longer scared. Whatever's coming her way, she's ready. So again, that is Dark Blood Academy by G.K. DeRosa. She's written a lot of other great series similar kind of foundation with Supernatural and all that. But in this one, it's definitely a book of action, fighting, battling, winning each other over, as well as self-discovery. So, the only character I care to talk about is Luna, because that's what the book is centered around. There's other great characters like fae fairies, witches, demons, angels, a covenant of witches, dragon shifters. To find out more about all those great characters that end up inevitably becoming part of the Seven and the Squad, you're going to have to pick up the book and buy it and read it. Would you be disappointed? No. If you like action, a little bit of love, self-discovery, buy the book, pick it up. You will not be disappointed. Keep reading.